Businesses are turning ignored social media DMs into 30 plus customers a month without answering a single DM yourself. This is how. Right now, someone just DM'd your business asking about your service or your product. You're in a meeting or asleep or out the office or marketing, or it's the weekend. By the time you reply 4 hours later with, "Hey, thanks for reaching out," they've already gone to your competitor. This isn't a guess. Leads contacted within 5 minutes of actually sending a message are dramatically more likely to be converted compared to those leads contacted even 30 minutes later. Every minute you leave, your chances of getting a paying customer drop. And here's the part that most business owners miss. Your competitors are already adapting. They've installed AI systems that reply instantly, qualify leads automatically, answer FAQs, and book calls or appointments while they're offline and in between tasks. And hoping leads stick around. Speed wins, convenience wins, personalized responses that actually talk to your customer and don't sound like an AI wins. The business that replies the best and first usually gets paid first. You need a system that responds to leads, answers questions, gets customers through DMs automatically in under 60 seconds. Whether you're working in a meeting, recording brand content, or simply not glued to your phone 24/7, 7 days a week. Let's just be real. Constantly checking Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, or even WhatsApp DMs isn't something that you signed up when you first started a business. It actually isn't running a business. It's simply babysitting your inbox. The whole point is so you can stop checking your phone every 10 minutes and get back into running your business. At first, I rely completely on staff and managers to reply to leads, and I tried every shortcut to fix the problem. 3-hour YouTube tutorials, quick reply automations, basic chatbot flows, but none of it actually worked. This is why. There was no smooth customer journey, no personalization, no real sales psychology guiding people deeper towards booking or toward engaging in that first step before they become paying customers. All I was left with is robotic DMs that felt cold, slow, and obvious. Conversations that look like every other single business on Instagram. This was a significant problem that we had. So we did a test. So in 7 weeks, we calculate the average time it took us to reply to DMs when we were actually working and not looking on our phone. The average time was 43 minutes. And after those 43 minutes, I would have to rely on luck to get a response back, praying that they didn't go to the competitor down the street, praying that I still have them as a hot lead. I was not sure on how to reply, especially if they asked confusion questions, or they asked questions that I didn't have all the knowledge in my pocket. So I had to spend an inefficient 5, 10, 20 minutes just to look on my website, to look on the web, just so I can find the most appropriate response into replying to those DMs. And sometimes I would spend 10, 20, 30 minutes just replying to DMs rather than working. From what it was just a simple break, turned into 20, 30, 40 minutes just replying to DMs. Only being able to reply to 1 or 2 DMs in the span of 10 minutes. Thinking only if there was an AI framework that could automate it, but not just speed, but also quality. Personalization, automated flows that actually convert without me always having to manually reply. Before we started crashing out, we gave it one last shot. So we built an AI framework over 5 months. Testing, optimization, and real customer conversations. No guesswork. We built to qualify, nurture, and acquire customers automatically through social media DMs. And we finally figured it out. 5 to 6 hours per day over 5 months. So around 760 hours of focused execution building this AI framework. As you can see here in the corner, this is just a quarter of the backend. So we had to continue to go through trial and error stages to optimize performance and the outcome value. Because the reason why we did this is because we were once there and we understand how frustrating it can be and we know how busy you are. You stayed this long. The question is, will you take that initial step, however? And you could free up 4 hours plus for you and your team to focus on core operations and member experience, improve DM response speed and consistency to prevent lost leads from delayed replies. Increase bookings and customer purchases through faster, structured conversation handling. No missed inquiries. Maintain a human, brand-aligned tone in every message, trained on your voice, offers, and objections. Centralize all conversations, bookings, and conversion tracking in one dashboard for full visibility. As we are an emerging startup, you can get this framework integrated in your DMs in 7 days without long agency build cycles or operational disruption. Build a consistent pipeline of bookings and purchases that integrates directly into your existing schedule. So why does this work? Let me ask you a question. When you have a broken arm, who do you go to? The doctor. When you have a cavity, who do you go to? The dentist. Who do you go to when you have your car broken? The mechanic. Because technically you could repair your car on your own, but why don't you? Because it takes 2 months to all the way to 4 years to become a mechanic. 6 hours per day, 7 days a week. Or you could simply get your car fixed in the same day. Don't need to weaken any focus on other areas of your business, but trust me, have a higher priority than just replying to DMs and focus on what's actually important. And most importantly, a better job done. Speed determines revenue. Most leads don't actually convert because response time is too slow and poorly responded. With Flaurio, leads are engaged within 60 seconds, while intent is still high and the coffee is still hot. Conversations sound fully human and on brand, trained on your real customer interactions, offers, and tone. Built by performance marketers who understand real buying behavior, not generic chatbot templates. Through using Flaurio, you can remove friction in the sales process by keeping conversations alive, personalized, and bonding, instead of letting them get murdered in delays and poorly structured, pushy sales messages. Flaurio handles key objections instantly. Pricing concerns, hesitation, and competitor comparisons are addressed in real time. Keeps every lead moving and building momentum toward a booking, a purchase, a free trial, whatever the first stage is, instead of dropping out due to slow, inconsistent responses and follow-ups. Flaurio operates 24/7 without interruption, ensuring every inquiry is responded regardless of time, staffing, or availability. It removes this human inconsistency, this barrier. No missed replies, delays, or drop-offs caused by busy teams or shifting priorities. Built with structured conversation logic that incorporates proven behavioral triggers like urgency, social proof, and commitment bias. Integrates directly with your existing channels, Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook, TikTok, without requiring new tools or workflows. Centralizes every conversation, booking, and conversion into one dashboard, so you can see what exactly is generating revenue and what isn't through your social media DMs. The issue isn't just slow response times. Most businesses lack structured DM systems that move prospects deeper and not wider into actually buying your package or your service instead of just handling conversations superficially. Most businesses out there rely on unstructured inbox management that creates friction, misses follow-ups, and inconsistent conversion outcomes through social media DMs. Assuming that, oh, my team handles the messages or I have somebody else for that isn't enough, without realizing that speed, qualification, and conversion structure are what actually drive revenue. And as a result, it just doesn't work. Even though we are here and we actively help many high-ticket and busy businesses avoid falling behind, unlocking consistent lead conversion and reaching growth milestones they didn't realize DM systems could reach. Flaurio is the Latin word for flow, just as initial DMs flowing to paying customers. Have you had enough of confusing, long, and unstructured messages? Well, the solution is automatic 60-second replies that are actually structured. Are you sick and tired of no system to reply during peak or closing hours? Well, simple. The solution is personalized replies that make potential clients felt understood. Are you tired of having DMs that actually don't build trust and don't build that bond connection as soon as a message comes in? Transparently, you're going to get a 3-week free trial. No upfront costs, no credit card required, just full inclusive access to Flaurio. Oh, this sounds too good to be true. What's the catch? The catch is feedback. Feedback that we get helps us grow. We are always a 4 out of 5 because there's always room to improve. Simply apply for this limited seat by clicking the link below. We help high-ticket, high-volume businesses, fast-growing small to medium-sized businesses, brand-led businesses, strong traffic and engagement to turn every inbound DM into a booked appointment or purchase automatically 24/7, whilst also removing the manual workload from your team so they can focus on higher value tasks instead of chasing and replying to leads using the Flaurio framework. The best part is we're so confident in our system that we offer a results-based guarantee. No questions asked if it doesn't deliver the agreed outcomes. Simply and quickly apply using the link below. So when you click that button, what are you getting yourself into? Relax. When you work with us, we're going to ask you essential questions to personalize the system to you. This isn't a generic chatbot template, it's a personalized system. Any businesses that require appointment booking, we design your day and time selectors with real images from your business. So it's like a sneak peek for new clients. We're also going to get the keyword that you would like for your CTA button flow. Out of the two things, one of them is the CTA button version. Simply, we're going to get the preferred keyword that you would like, which every time somebody messages that keyword, it triggers a button flow with multiple different buttons that includes key information about your business, whether it's the dates that you guys are open or the prices. This is perfect for customers who are interested but don't know the exact questions to ask. But you have to be quick. We're only onboarding 5 businesses or brands into a 21-day full-inclusive no-cost trial. However, if the spots are filled, you could reserve a place for upcoming intake cycles. If you ask me and all the other people we worked with, that's a steal. All-inclusive 21 days tryout with no credit card info needed. Click the link below and I'll see you there.